Okay, good morning. I just wanted to recap this second week of training for this triathlon. It was a good week, another like pretty consistent week overall in terms of working out and getting some training sessions in. I've been tracking all of my workouts kind of on this piece of paper, which is not super clear or probably the best way to do it. So I think I'm going to move over to an Excel spreadsheet after just to clean it up and maybe throw in a little bit more metrics and stuff that I get. But this week, December 12th to December 19th, well, I'm making this video on the 19th, but December 12th to December 18th was super solid. I ended up biking every day to work, and the work bike is not long. It's only 3.5K, but it's nice to keep like that slow, steady pace, especially when it's really slippery outside. I'm not trying to rip around. I got to see some pretty gnarly shit this week. I saw a lady and her kid slip on their bike. So I was like, you know what, I'm good on that. I don't want to slip. I just want to get to work, get a little bit of exercise before I get in there. So, I'm not too worried about the whole biking aspect this week. What else did I do here? So yeah, I did that for the entire week. And then a couple of days ago, I did a stationary bike session. I want to implement that more into my gym. Maybe not strictly my gym routine, but like into my training routine for the triathlon. I had a really good time on it. It was pretty tough, just on one of those spin bikes for 20 minutes, trying to keep my heart rate like below 150, and I was sweating a lot. So I'm not really sure how to use the metrics of power or of um, power and my heart rate and just kind of seeing like which zones I should be hitting in. But that's kind of stuff that I'm all kind of learning as we go. Been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and in particular the Maffetone method for running and just keeping your heart rate low to kind of build that endurance base. It sounds cool because I'm definitely an endurance. If it comes to anything like triathlon, I'm probably better at like doing something long distance really slow than anything really fast. So yeah, so I've been looking into that. I'm not really sure how I'm going to implement it yet. I did a run a couple days ago as well, and I did just 6K super slow, just trying to stay in the heart rate zone. And I'm kind of stoked that it wasn't as much like running and walking as people make it seem when you start the Maffetone method. I'm pretty good at keeping my low pace and a low heart rate. I found that just breathing through my nose in and out with no mouth breathing really helped me keep my heart rate low. And that was a fun, slow run through a nice neighborhood after work. So I'm gonna try and continue that this week coming up. It snowed again here, so I'm gonna be jogging to work, but I'm gonna give myself some extra time so I can keep my heart rate low. So I'm gonna leave half an hour early and just try and get some volume in. An extra 7K every day this week will be good. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm going with that. Running wise, I want to use the Maffetone method. Swimming wise, I went on a couple swims. I did a really long swim for my own standards. So I did a 1,000 meter swim straight front crawl the entire time. It took me about 22 minutes, and that's probably pretty slow, but I was pretty stoked to not like run out of air or anything like that. And I probably could have kept going, but I'm not really sure how to structure my training yet or to periodize anything. And the race is still pretty far away, but I want to do it as effectively as possible. But this first month, I'm kind of just like, all right, just get comfortable in the water. This is how I want to think about it. Just get comfortable in the water, get into running, just create the routine. And then once all that's kind of going on, I can get super specific and, try and do some time, some speed stuff, things like that. But overall, it was a really good week. I also got in 3 workouts, which is great. That's what I'm shooting for every week. I might take a step back on the legs workouts that I've been doing, not because I don't enjoy them or anything like that, but I think if I keep doing heavy leg days, I think they might affect my legs for the rest of the triathlon training, but as of right now, I feel great. So I'm probably just going to stick around for a little bit, maybe lower the volume a bit because I want to increase my stationary rides and my runs. Yeah, so this week I'm just kind of going to shoot for the same kind of numbers. I'm going to get I'm going to get run every day, so that'll be good. So biking will take a back seat as running typically does. So I'll go maybe 2 gym bikes after the gym, 3 workouts, 2 swims, had one yesterday, gonna have another one on Wednesday, and then maybe one on Saturday, but we'll see. I will track it and I will put it into an Excel spreadsheet so that I can make it more clear. And if you want to follow along, great. This isn't like the cleanest training plan or anything like that, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to do it solo and kind of just researching as I go. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Let's get back to it next week and I'll update it all and we'll be closer to my goals. All right.